Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Friday, November 17th, 2017. Welcome to Friday, everyone, and before I begin, I am happy to announce the winner of today's game code giveaway, and congratulations to Andre V for your comment here about, well, I liked it. I thought it was funny. Check your YouTube messages for your Steam code for Victor Vran. And then today is my last episode before I take my break next week, with the regular schedule resuming on November 27th. Be sure to join my Discord if you want to hang out with me and play games during that time. And today's end card is going to be a bit longer than normal, so be prepared for that. Today begins with another free weekend, this time for Endless Space 2, which also received a huge update called Galactic Spacecraft. Patch notes can be found through the links in the description down below, along with timestamps and links for sources for all of today's stories. Then we have the release date for Shadowhand, a turn-based solitaire RPG. Yes, you heard that correctly, coming to PC on December 7th. Coming to PS4 and Switch is No Heroes Here, sometime in the second quarter of 2018. It's currently available on Steam for $15 US or your regional equivalent. Titan Quest is a game that released back in 2006 by THQ Nordic, and today, for some reason or another, it just got updated, adding a whole new expansion. It too is available on Steam for $15 US, the base game currently only costing $4 because of an 80% off discount. Our final release announcement is for Tamagotchi, the virtual pet that I have to ask myself every time, is this a video game? And yes it is. Bandai Namco is bringing them back to market in Japan, which we already knew, but now there's going to be two different versions, an original and another with additional species and updated character models. I can't wait to get my hands on one, and I hope they bring back Digimon too. If you play Hitman but missed out on any of the elusive targets, then good news for you, because the first one has been reset and is available for killing again. You've got 10 days, Agent, to complete the mission, and other targets will be available soon. The winners for the Golden Joystick Awards 2018 were announced today, with Sid Meier finally recognized with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Other notable winners are Horizon Zero Dawn, which won PlayStation Game of the Year and Best Storytelling, and Ashley Birch, who is the voice of Aloy, won Best Gaming Performance and the Breakthrough Award. PUBG won PC Game of the Year and Best Multiplayer, Cuphead received Xbox Game of the Year and Best Visual Design. Finally, Breath of the Wild won Ultimate Game of the Year, Nintendo Game of the Year, Best Audio, and the Critics' Choice Award. You can find all of the winners through links in the description down below, and congratulations to them all. Touching on a story I had covered yesterday, after the announcement of Marvel Heroes shutting down, players are now demanding refunds. Gazillion has not commented yet on exactly how or even if refunds are going to be offered, but will be releasing all content for free very soon. Moving on from there, if you play Football Manager and buy the new one each year, have you ever wondered why you couldn't continue your save file? Developer Sports Interactive has revealed that it's not a technical limitation holding them back, but rather a legal one. Due to licensing, which are for specific seasons, it would just be too costly to carry over a player from one game to the next. Let me know if you play Football Manager in the comment section down below. Here's one that's affecting people around the world. There's a bit of a discrepancy with the Steam storefront. Valve is now accepting local currency from 11 new countries. However, due to exchange rates and the will of certain publishers, prices are up by as little as 4% in some areas and as much as 5,400% in others. And no, I am not reading that incorrectly, a more than 5,000 times price increase for some games in Poland. Even worse, games like my favorite Kerbal Space Program are not available for sale in Argentina because Squad has failed to set a new price. Hopefully Valve will be able to fix these issues and come to an arrangement with publishers. Moving on from there, the king of hostile takeovers, Vivendi, has announced that they will be putting their takeover of Ubisoft on hold for 6 months, in view of opposition expressed by Ubisoft's board of directors. Currently, Vivendi holds 27% of Ubisoft stock, and according to French law, must make an acquisition offer when it reaches 30%. Ubisoft has been actively gaining more shares in their own company to prevent this takeover, which Vivendi was successful against Gameloft early last year, a company that is owned by the brother of Ubisoft's CEO. Vivendi stated that there is an unrealized capital gain on the Ubisoft investment, which is about 1 billion euros. This is bad news, showing that if Vivendi does go through with this takeover, we will see more microtransactions in Ubisoft games, if that's even imaginable. In a statement to GamesIndustry.biz, Ubisoft said, "We will remain vigilant about their long-term intentions and will continue to pursue our strategy of growth and value creation in the interest of all of our investors." Vivendi is the former owner of Blizzard, who merged them with Activision, thankfully before they bought themselves out of the company back in 2013. The best that we can hope for out of this is Ubisoft is successful in blocking the acquisition, or Vivendi gives up for some reason. Come on, Ubisoft, pull a possum and play dead until this predatory company gives up. Oh, I know! Convince them to buy EA. Those two would make a perfect couple in hell. And that brings us to our final topic this week, which is a bit more coverage on the Star Wars Battlefront II controversy. Thankfully, no other shit hit the fan today, but there are a couple of details that I want to touch on. I need to start out by saying, again, that the removal of microtransactions was temporary. And I say again that the removal of microtransactions was temporary because I said yesterday that the removal of microtransactions was temporary. Now, does everyone understand that the removal of microtransactions was temporary? Yes? Good! Now we can move the fuck on! We have confirmation that the temporary removal of microtransactions was heavily influenced by Disney's chief executive, Bob Iger. My guess is, not only was the initial investment of the game in jeopardy, Disney probably predicted that this would start to hurt the sales of the upcoming film, Star Wars The Last Jedi. To reflect on how many fans are upset by this, EA's stock price took a dive this morning by roughly 3 points, where it has stayed all day. EA also issued this statement to the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, telling investors of recent changes to the microtransaction system, and it is not expected to impact EA's fiscal year. Meaning, they're not changing a damn thing! Instead of doing away with it entirely, they're just going to change it to not be so in your face. It's at this point that we need to tell them we are not going to put up with this at all. The last thing that I'm going to call for before my break is a boycott of Star Wars Battlefront 2, microtransactions or not. It's too little, too late. Is there anything else you would like to add to this story? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Once again, it's time for Monday's game releases, because I'm off for the next 2 days. No, I'm off for 10 days! Hell yeah! For PC, Going Nowhere, The Dream, Seek Not a Lighthouse, Nova, California, Cove Point Fun Center VR, Come 8, Monster Plants vs. Bowling Arcade Edition, Battle Chef Brigade, Tower Fortress, Nello, Tress 2B, Tired, and Legion TD2. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you next time. And no matter what they say, you matter. Unless you're multiplied by the speed of light squared, then your energy. I'm so happy. This is all I have to do now before I'm done with my show completely. It's just do the end card, hope the camera doesn't shut down because of heat. If it does shut down from heat, we're going to switch on over to this other camera because we still got the other camera going because that's what I do. Oh man, I've been looking forward to today so much. Usually the last 3 weeks of the show kind of start to take a dive and I feel really bad about it. They start to take longer to do. They start to be worse. There's less in them. So it's less in them, longer to do, and they go up, they get up later. I get distracted more during the day because I just want to just be doing other things. Like, I love doing this show, but I mean, after 50 episodes straight, it just kind of get a little like, I think this has only been 48 episodes technically because I didn't take off any unscheduled days. I know I took off earlier this week because that was actually a scheduled day, you know, family time, all that stuff. The only other day I took off was, I think, Columbus Day, which was a holiday. Otherwise, every other day, I did not miss a day this season, which that's a lot. That takes a lot. There's one day I missed, I think 1 or 2 days I missed last time. I wasn't feeling too good one day. I woke up and was like, Tommy, no. So I just asked everybody, I'm not feeling good. It's not going to happen today. Burps. Okay. And everything was fine. You know, let's see. Where else? What do we got to do today? So, let's bullshit about the EA stuff. I'm really not surprised that Disney has stepped in to do something about this because the way that I'm looking at this is that they were trying to project that they were going to make way more money than what they had seen now that everybody's like refunding their pre-orders and not going to put up with this microtransaction bullshit. It's really disheartening because they're not going to change. They're not going to change this thing. Basically, the only thing that we can do is not buy this damn game now. As long as enough people don't buy it, then they will actually change it. The reason why I had overemphasized the temporary thing is because I had gotten a lot of comments about how yesterday's episode was clickbait, yesterday's episode was misinformative, yesterday's episode was this or that, only because I didn't put temporarily in the title, that DICE removed microtransactions from Battlefront temporarily. Like, so many people had commented about that, and I'm sorry, if it's like, They remove the microtransactions, they're going to put them back. Those are two different things. And if I only say the one thing, I'm not necessarily, clickbaiting or whatever. I'm not necessarily not giving all information. The title doesn't dictate the whole show. I know. It's a really weird concept. But no, there's other things in the show other than what's on the title, okay? And if you just go by what is on my title, there's more information in the episode, okay? Now, I'm not trying to be clickbaity, but I'm trying to be click-worthy. Oh, Dice removed microtransactions. I have to click that because I want to know why. Temporarily, well, I already know everything. They're coming back. I mean, you don't necessarily know everything, but just because it wasn't done the way you wanted it done doesn't mean that it was done incorrectly, okay? I'm going to still do these, do questions for titles and all that other stuff. How much do COD points cost was a good, I think a really, really good title. And it got me a bunch of views. Ha ha ha. Guess what? The YouTuber does things for views. Oh no, the YouTuber's trying to get clicks. Oh, how dare he. So speaking of trying to get clicks, we have, I'm going to limit today's end card to 20 minutes. It's going to be a little bit long. It's going to be a little bit, lot to take in today. But, I'm going to show you too what it takes to go through of me restarting this camera, because I only have 10 minutes of talking, then I have to restart the camera, which will switch over to the other one, and I'll show you what it takes, because yay! And I'll do it all unedited. I'll show you how I do my clicks and everything, yeah, whatever I do. Anyway, so we got to talk changes coming to the show here. There's quite a bit of changes that are coming to my show that I do enjoy, and one of them is going to be the thumbnails and the titles. The titles are going to be a little bit more provocative, a little bit more clickbaity. I'll just not even gonna clickbait-y. Not being clickbait, clickbait-y, clickbait-esque. Fuck, the camera's overheating. God damn it. I wanted the good camera the whole time. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna switch over to this camera whenever this camera overheats. Yay! Not thinking ahead. All right. Well, we'll let it go for like 2 minutes, and then we'll let it go for 2 minutes, and then we'll switch back over so that way people have the nice camera. So there it goes, right there. There it went. Okay. So the thing that we are going to be changing here, the titles are going to be a little bit more clickbaity. They're going to have questions in them, or they're going to be a little bit leading to something. They're not going to be falsified. I hate clickbait, but I am going to try to get in views. Okay. Forgive me if I'm trying to make money doing the thing I do, that's how you make money, is you bring in more views. The thing that I'm most excited about is this for the thumbnail is actually going to be going away. I'm going to still have the wall for what I'm doing the reading of news and everything. It was brought up to me that this looks pretty bad on mobile, and there's a lot of people who view on mobile, and I want to make it more appealing, more appetizing to them. A lot more people are viewing on their cell phone now. It's just more convenient. If I had a phone, that's what I would do. I'm gonna get a phone next year, everybody. Don't worry. So where was I going with that? If I can do things that make it easier for all viewers, I'm gonna do that thing. And as long as it's not compromising the idea and the themes and the morals of the show. Those things are, I'm going to be draping I'm going to go out and buy a bunch of cloths and stuff, a bunch of fabric, and just drape it over this, so that way when I do the thumbnail, there's just going to be a solid color here. I know I've discussed this a little bit, so if anybody else here, this isn't new information, sorry, but we're going to do, just solid colors. I think red, orange, blue, purple, and green. Okay, those I think were the colors that I had picked out. They're nice, simple colors. They're going to be each one for a day of the week. Monday is definitely going to be red. Friday is definitely going to be purple. I don't know why that just makes sense in my own head. That's the way we're going to do it. The other three are going to be orange, blue, and green. We'll figure that out. I think I don't know. I don't know yet. We really haven't. There's still some stuff that's up in the air. That's just going to give you a visual cue. You associate, oh, it's Monday, red day. Okay, cool. And I don't feel as though that's not like tricking you into doing anything. That's just forming an association. So you go, oh, Thursday, it's blue. Okay, blue day, Thursday. That way we know. Because what I'm also going to do for the thumbnail is get rid of most of the text in the thumbnail. Over on the side here, yeah, around here, it says news cartridge, and it doesn't need to say news cartridge. You know what it is. It's got my icon's going to stay there. I think that's really nice. I'm going to take the little like controller thing and see if I can't have it moving out of the icon so it's still in there. I really like the little controller thing. So we're going to try to leave that in. We're just going to get rid of the text entirely. That way you'll have more of me. That way, because like sometimes like I got to sit over here to do the thumbnail, and down here you can't see anything, and a lot of times I've got my hands up here because I can't have my hands down here because you can't see anything because the news cartridge thing blocks it up. So we're gonna move that. We're gonna just get rid of that. Get rid of the news cartridge thing. We're gonna get rid of the little text thing because you cannot read it. Okay, you cannot read it. I don't know if we're gonna put a date in there. If I do put a date in there, all it's gonna say is like for Mondays for the next Monday. Well, actually this Monday would say NOV 20. Okay, November 20th. I hope you could figure out what year it is. I'll say the year at the beginning of every episode. So I'm thinking about doing that because you can't do a number. I can't do like 11/8 or 11/20 because in Europe it's actually 2011. So if things like August 6th are going to get really confused. Is this August 6th or is this June 8th? Come on, man. Come on. Is it August 6th or June 8th? Let me know. Like, depending on the month, I'm pretty sure our European viewers would be able to figure it out, but I don't want to have to do that to anybody. I would rather just have something really straightforward. NOV 20, that's it. Not 20th, NOV 20. And call that good. That's got to be big enough that people on mobile can see. So that actually has to take up enough space. I'm kind of on the fence about putting in the date and kind of just leaving it to whatever, or leave it to your own devices. We're still going to keep the shape too. The shape I really, really like. It makes my, it gives me a 6-sided thumbnail instead of a 4-sided one, instead of perfectly rectangular. I don't like the perfectly rectangular, giving me that little shape that makes me stand out a little bit more. So we're keeping that. Let's see other stuff. Let's work backwards. End card staying the same. Everybody loves the end card. I don't know fucking why. I don't know who watches this shit, but a lot of people fucking love this shit for some reason. So the end card not changing. If you don't like the end card, you don't have to watch the end card. That's why it's at the end. Beyond that, I need to drink some water because I'm talking a lot. Actually, it's been off for a couple of minutes now. This is a good time to try to restart the camera. So, behind the scenes stuff, everybody. This is what we do. This is my clicker mouse. I have 2 mice. Whenever I am recording the show, I've got my scrolling mouse, which is wireless. This scrolls through my script here. It's got the script on the left, and I got my OBS on the right for my laptop here. It's a shitty Toshiba satellite. It's not shitty, but I hate Toshiba because of all of their computers I've ever owned. It's a Toshiba satellite. I forget what kind, but it's got an i7-4700QM in it, 16 gigs of DDR3, 2 gig 740M GT 740M, not a GTX. It's all right, little machine. It does what I want it to do for the for the show for sure. And it also the wife plays Minecraft on it, plays Rocket League, plays World of Warcraft. She's really happy with it. So got that set up. So what we do is we go. I gotta reach up here and open the shutter. You hear that? I don't know if you heard that, but that's the shutter opening. Okay, the shutter is open, and we click record. And there we go. We're back with the nice camera. But in order to sync up the audio, we go ... Wait. Let's go. Okay, so dot 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 dot. Let's go. I don't know. I forget what that is. That's like a, it's a cheer thing. But the reason why I do it that way, I don't have to say let's go. I can just sync my audio just from me looking. But it's just kind of, I get caught up in the moment. Let's go. Anyway, I do that way because I don't have one of those like click things, and you just need a short sound or something, like even would work. If you have to ever sync audio, don't do that because you won't see your hands closed. Just go and leave them closed, because I've learned that the hard way. Yeah, when you're like frame 87, frame 78, it's like wait, no, the sound's in there. It's like wait, no, oh shit. So you have to and just leave it closed. Yay, behind the scenes stuff. We got the good camera again. So, like I said, end card staying the same. Game releases have already changed enough. I think that game releases are doing just fine the way they are now. We're not doing 40 to 50 a day. Only Tuesdays it's really bad because things just tend to generally release on Tuesday. There's industry reasons for that. I'm not really too familiar with all of them, but hey, whatever, it's fine. Then there's, so the whole format of the show is basically getting thrown out the window again. Somewhat. Okay, so, half of it's getting thrown out. The beginning of the year, this year, I had completely changed the format. I was doing this thing where I was doing, main story, another story, short story, and then the end topic. What we're gonna do, what we changed this up is to the format now, where it's, free games, delays, releases, updates, and then controversial, and then bigger topics leading from least controversial to the most controversial. There's the format of my show, everybody. Go out and make your own news cartridge, but you can't call it news cartridge. Let's see. That is what I was, that's what I was pretty happy with up until now. I'm still happy with it. I just think that there is a better way. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to switch the main topic to the beginning. We're going to put that first, so that way you see Ubisoft is, let's see. Ubisoft puts Garfield in Assassin's Creed Origins for no reason. If that's the main topic for the day, that's what'll be in the thumbnail. Ubisoft, Garfield, there'll be Assassin's Creed next to Garfield, me doing a face or whatever, and, color in the background. Then, hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for August 30th, 2019. Our top story today is Ubisoft putting Garfield in Assassin's Creed Origin for whatever the fuck reason. We don't know. Why a fat cat in the middle of Egypt? I don't know. Anyway, but we'll do that. Then we'll lead into, I'm thinking we're going to lead into updates and releases, but I'm going to condense the living hell out of those. Like, if you want to see update, like, we've got release announcements, like, this game's coming this day, this game this day, this game this day, and then we got patch notes and updates for this, and this. Please see the links in the description down below for the timestamps and blah, 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 links for sources for all of today's stories. So, and then we're going to lead into one or two topics that, one or two, maybe a little bit more topics leading into something that I feel deserves more attention. That may not always happen. I may just be like, okay, well, there's, here's the main topic. This is the thing that I feel as though needs the most attention. So we spend a little bit more time on that, and then go into releases, updates, and all that stuff. My intention for this is to have this stop taking me 5 hours to write. It needs to take me 5 to 6 hours to write. It needs to take me less than 3 hours to write. It takes me roughly 3 hours to edit, film, edit, and upload. Roughly 4 hours with upload. So anything that happens, like yesterday, all the EA stuff had happened as I was doing my podcast with Muziah and everything, and it was roughly an hour and a half between information happened and Dandruff recording it. But the time it took between information happened and Dandruff uploaded it and everybody could see was roughly 6 hours. My good friend Muziah was able to upload a video in roughly 3 hours. And his was pretty damn good. My show is good too, Muziah, love you, buddy. We do two different kinds of shows, both of equal quality. But I would like to be able to get my show out and be a little bit more relevant like you. So, that's what we're going to try to do. Just condense down the amount of time it takes to do stuff. It's still going to take me probably another hour to film. It usually takes me about this long. Like, we're at an hour and 12 right now to record. That's about usual. That's what it used to take me before. Actually, it used to take me a little bit less, maybe a little bit more time. I don't know. I used to do everything all in one take. That took forever. This is a lot better format to get things out faster, but yeah, it still needs to happen in a much more relevant way, without too degrading quality. I want people to have all of this information. I think me being able to provide this much information is what makes my show stand out above a lot of other people's. Not to put anybody down, but another good example would be my good friend Muziah, and there's a lot of other people who do this kind of news show too, as they pick one topic and they tend to go on about it for 5-10 minutes, however long they choose to go, and it's good and it's entertaining. I don't feel as though that style would be for me. I've been told too that was what was this whole a couple of weeks ago when I was talking about my people from my MCN were making suggestions. That is what they were suggesting was that we get rid of the variety and I focus on one topic a day. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel as though that's not the kind of show that I want to make. I don't feel as though I'd be good at that. And I mean, I have no problem straight up saying I don't think I'd be good at that. Other people already do a much better job than what I think I could do. What I can do is provide a bigger variety of information, and that's the talent that I've chosen to try to hone. And there's nothing wrong with either way. Different strokes for different folks. Doesn't make either one better than the other. Muziah, my show's better. Anyway, love you, Muziah. No, it's not. It's not better. We'll fine. Whiskers is now a permanent writer of the show. He is, as long as he is willing to, that is. Whiskers does a wonderful job. If everybody, could leave Whiskers some love in the comment section down below. That guy's amazing. Twitch.tv/Whiskers is cat, all one word. Please go sub to his channel. Please go follow his channel. Like, that guy needs to get big quick because he's hilarious. He's so kind to his audience. He's just like, I really admire the living hell out of him, and he doesn't have that much subs. No offense or anything, buddy. You just starting out, like, I don't have that. I'm not that big either, but like in terms of size and stuff, like my audience dwarfs his, and I would love it if my audience would be his. So if everybody go out there, twitch.tv/Whiskers is cat. I don't think he's really got a YouTube channel, or if he does, he doesn't work on it very much. So just go over there, check it out. I'll throw links for him in the description down below. I'll throw Muziah's channel down there too. What the hell? Love you, Muziah. You're the best. Yeah, I don't know what else to think. I don't know what else to say. I think we're good. Leave me comments about what you think of the new format, what we're talking about with the new format in the comment section down below. Your feedback is so important to me. Please have it be constructive feedback, and like, if you don't like something, don't just tell me you don't like it or you don't think this is going to work. Try to convey to me why, or try to convey to me a different way of doing what you want me to achieve. Because just telling me, no, I don't like that, I don't know how to interpret that. I don't know what else to do with that. Doesn't really get me very much, get me very far. I just ignore a lot of stuff like that. So thank you so much, everybody. You guys are awesome. Please hit the dislike, or please hit the I fucking hit the dislike button. I don't fucking care. I just want to be done with this. No. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. If you hit the dislike button because I said hit the dislike button, fucking go with it. Who cares? Anyway, it's my last show. Likes and dislikes don't bother me. Social media links are over here, everybody. Thank you so much. Click over here to subscribe to my channel, and click over here to watch yesterday's episode where we talked about EA temporarily disabling microtransactions in Battlefront II, which they did temporarily. Bye, everybody. Go play some games. I'll see you in 10 days.